A wise man once said, to truly live, you must do one thing each day that scares you. Congratulations! You're listening to The Ron Van Dam Show. Scary, huh?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Okay, whatever.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, it's my Halloweeny special. That's right. Halloween is just around your corner. And it's time to talk about it. I know you don't want to talk about this, but it has to be said. This is the holiday where we scare the shit out of children who are just trying to collect candy. It's a good time for everybody to watch the expression on the faces of these little children as they face danger, gore, and just scare the hell out of them. But what could be more fun than that? Everything. We scare adults too. We don't just stop with children. I know that's the target of this holiday, but we try to scare adults too. We try to give people minor heart attacks that could lead into something catastrophic if not carefully done. That's Halloween. Can't wait. Let's get started. This is the holiday when we take a look at how we used to burn witches just to keep the room warm. Remember that? I don't. Yes, the Salem witch trials. That's when these witches started smoking these cigarettes, and they burned them at the stake. Or they burned the stake. I don't know. It's time to take that little child that you created with your body and to dress it funny, and then to send it out into the street to go door to door to collect candy, sometimes unwrapped. This is the holiday where we celebrate the Grim Reaper, death and destruction, blood and gore, violence and horrible things. Come, children, sit in my lap as I tell you a story. That didn't sound right, did it? Let's take these little children and dress them up into little costumes, and then we can gawk at them. Yeah, what the hell are we doing? You know, I used to be scared of Halloween. Now I'm scared of this administration. I guess it's on a larger scale, and actually a real scary thing. Happy Halloween to me, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Watch out. Behind every door, behind every wall, around every corner is something waiting to scare you, to throw you into disarray mentally. Yeah, I know. Happy holidays. Who laughs like that? When someone tells you a joke, hey, Why did you cross the road? To get to the other side. No one laughs like that. Oh, yeah. Come on, children. You want the candy? Come on over here. I got candy for you. What's your favorite candy, kid? Yeah, I got it in the back room. Wait here. Hey, kid, do you like mashed potatoes? That's what we had for dinner. I made too many. Where's your pillowcase? Take home some mashed potatoes for the family. Why don't you? And put some butter on it. I got a great costume idea for you, especially if you're a guy. Dress your kid up in a suit. Yeah, in a little tiny suit. Go to Burger King and get one of those crowns. Put the crown on your kid's head. Send him out as Trump, as a king. The crowd will go wild, 'cause it's funny. 'Cause it's funny. You do the same thing with your little daughter girl. Yeah. Put on a nice dress, a slinky dress, and then go back to Burger King, get another crown, put it on her head. She's Melania Trump, now the Queen of the United States. That's funny stuff. Do it. Do it now. Don't eat the food at Burger King, that'll make you sick. But get the crown, 'cause that's fun. When I was a child, I went door to door with a pillowcase. We couldn't afford bags or empty jack-o'-lantern plastic things. I had to go around with my pillowcase. I had to go into my bedroom, get my pillowcase off of my pillow. And then I went door to door and had them put candy in my pillowcase. Pathetic. Yeah, I know. We used to go door to door collecting money, too. It wasn't that we were poor, we were collecting for UNICEF, that United Nations Children's Fund. You know, you would collect pennies, you know, from the neighbors. And then the next day when you went to school, or the next time you went to school, you'd hand in the money. Or did you? Hey, Bob, your son, only 6 years old. There's a car in the driveway, and your 6-year-old is driving it. Where'd he get the money to get a car? Well, let's just say UNICEF paid off really well last night during trick-or-treating, if you know what I mean. Why is the holiday so full of blood and gore and stuff? I mean, you dress your kids up and you put this fake blood on them like they're zombies or something. That's not funny. That's not funny. There are zombies walking around. Yeah, they're all in Congress. But yeah, they're around. There's such a thing. You ever been chased by a zombie? They can't run fast. But there are a lot of people in this country have various disabilities, and they can't run fast either. And they'll get gobbled up by the zombies before everybody else. And that's not fair. And then there are witches. I know. Every year in Salem, Massachusetts, millions of people go visiting just to get a taste of evil and cauldrons of blood and chicken beaks and I don't know what I'm talking about. but I think they go there. I dated a witch when I was younger. When I was a young man, I dated a girl that turned out to be a witch. Oh, wait a minute, I got that wrong. She turned out to be a bitch. Ugh, I got it wrong again. I don't know if you know this, but witches fly around on brooms. Yeah, they do. It's true. So if you have a broom in your house or your apartment, secure it before the witch takes it and starts flying around. People don't think enough. People don't think enough to secure their brooms. Yeah, then they come back at me and say, Ron, the witch stole my broom and is flying around and I can't catch it. Well, I told you about that. I remember when I was younger and I was trick-or-treating last year. I got an entire pillowcase full of candy. And then I went up to my room before my wife could figure me out, and I took the candy and I ate the candy all night in my bed, all by myself. And when I woke up in the morning, I had a tummy ache and also some type of esophagus destruction that I couldn't swallow properly. I had to go to the hospital. They had to stick a tube down my throat in order to excrete all of the gunk that I had put in my body. It was awful. I was in the hospital for 7 weeks, and it's just because of the candy. So make sure your kids are very, very careful. Go through the candy in the pillowcase when your kid gets home, and make sure that they don't eat that crap, because otherwise they could end up like I did. I made up that story. It really didn't happen. But if I didn't tell that story, you wouldn't listen to this show, because nothing really happened on Halloween to me. It's really kind of boring. It's like sitting down and macrameing a blanket. So I have to make this stuff up in order to gain some type of attention. It's a story of my life. Make sure that when your child is trick-or-treating that you actually accompany your child. Don't let them wander off by themselves. Sometimes they'll end up in Argentina or some war-torn country. Not that Argentina is war-torn just yet, but you don't want your child ending up there. So go trick-or-treating with your child. Wait in the street and make sure that they return safely. Watch out for black cats. That's right, if a black cat crosses your path, be careful. You could trip over it and fall down. And if you're over the age of 50, it's not that easy to get up again. So watch out for black cats. They'll trip you up every time. It's a harbinger of death. And watch out for the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper is usually dressed really funny and carries something in his hand that is probably an axe or some type of a sword. And the Grim Reaper will take you into another dimension and off of this planet. Be wary of the Grim Reaper. They look a lot like Amazon delivery people. So be careful for the Amazon people. They could be the Grim Reapers. Just because they deliver a package to your door doesn't mean they're not dangerous. Be careful. Be careful. Federal Express, UPS, not so much. Amazon delivery people. Ugh, scary stuff. Halloween. Who needs it? You do. Don't walk under a ladder. That is also dangerous on Halloween, and Friday the 13th, and Saturday the 14th, and Sunday the 15th, and Monday the 16th. That's about as high as I can count. So I'm going to stop doing that for just a second and tell you, don't walk under a ladder. You know why? No, it's not because it's a superstition. It's because you could like walk under the ladder and knock your head on the ladder, because it gets kind of smaller as the higher you go. It starts to become a triangle, and you can knock your head, and then you fall backwards and get a concussion, like in football. So be careful with those ladders. I know people that have fallen off of ladders just cleaning leaves out of their gutters, falling to their death on Halloween. So you be careful with the ladders. God, people are driving me crazy. The worst thing about Halloween, it happens when it starts getting cold outside, in Maine, saying, and you have this wonderfully beautiful costume. Oh, it's worked like a month to get this costume together. If people saw this costume, they just gloat and praise me and give me all the candy I would want. But then it gets cold outside, and my parents made me wear an overcoat. And you wear the overcoat right on top of your wonderful, beautiful costume. So, what was the point of the costume thing? So they can take a picture of you in the foyer of your house, but no one's going to see you like that because you got an overcoat on. What a horrible concept. Or maybe it's just drizzling outside and a little rainy, and you have to wear a raincoat, a poncho over your Superman costume. How Supermanish do you look? How can you be a champion of justice and be wearing a poncho? Superman didn't wear a poncho. I mean, if bullets are going to start ricocheting off his chest, but rain will destroy him? Well, come on, man. So that was awful. The day after Halloween, every child in this country and around the world gets sick. Yeah, they all do. They all get sick from eating all that candy and sugar. So now they're sick and they're still bouncing off the walls because of the sugar high. It's a terrible combination. You be careful on Halloween. That's the real danger. And don't talk to strangers. Believe me, I've been there. Don't talk to strangers. And on top of that, don't talk to people you know either. Because at one point, they were strangers. Oh my God. All right, you had enough? I think you have. I think I've made my point. You be damn careful out there on Halloween. Now, maybe you're listening to this show and Halloween is already past. So what's the point of all this? There isn't any. There's no point. We're going to take a short commercial break. I have a guest today, and we'll talk to that person right after this.
I wanted to learn more about who I am and where I come from. My family history.
I've always been curious about my genetic background. What makes me, me?
I needed to know myself better, and now I do, thanks to Who Is I.
Who Is I is the genetic ancestry testing kit you can use right in your own home. Using state-of-the-art technology from 30 years ago, Who is I's patent-pending genetic testing protocols have been proven to be 96% accurate in up to 14% of tests, with a highly acceptable 7 to 10% margin of error. In today's market, there is no other ancestry test this accurate that's also called Who is I.
My Who is I test told me that I'm 79% Italian, 12% Tasmanian, and 6% Oldsmobile. It was so easy.
Who is I says I'm 18% New Jerseyan, 42% French toast, and 16% unidentifiable goo. That's so good to know.
With one simple nasal swab test, plus a fingernail, elbow skin, half ounce of toe sweat, quarter pint of blood or mucus, and 3 drops of fluid from your left eye, Who is I maps your genetic markers as accurately as a slightly out-of-date road atlas.
I had suspected for a long time that I'm descended from the lizard people of planet Zargon. Now, thanks to Who is I know I'm actually from Flugamir 7 in the Andromeda system. Plus, I'm 3% Arapaho and 6% slightly used paper products.
Your Who is I results will tell you not just about yourself, but your whole family tree as well, with just one simple test.
I always wondered about my ancestors. Now I know that my great-great-grandfather was a bicycle tire. Thanks, Who is I?
Who is I Home Genetic Ancestry Testing. It's time to get to know yourself better.
Samantha Crowe joins us now, and of course she is with P.E.T.A, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. We talk to them frequently because I want to. That's why. And thanks for being with us, Samantha.
Thanks so much for having me.
You know, we're talking about something that throws me back to my school days, although it goes further than that. And that was when in a biology class we dissected a frog. And I never did. I never could. I just am not that way. And I just never understood that. I'm sure it goes further with higher education beyond that. But, I mean, you know, I don't understand why. I don't know why we don't dissect humans so that frogs can live longer. I think that would be fair. All right. Okay. Is this practice still being done in schools?
So schools are still dissecting animals, but we have good news.
Oh.
The practice is certainly losing favor. And since we've launched our pilot program, we've donated 15,000 kind frogs to teachers and schools to replace frog dissections.
Yeah, this is interesting. Kind frogs are not real frogs that are kind. They are actual models of frogs that actually simulate that experience that I went through in school. And this is, I mean, I've never heard of this before. To me, this is new.
It is brand new. Yeah. So Kind Frog, we just launched it last year. It was designed by teachers for teachers. So we wanted a very easy one-to-one replacement for frog dissection. So as you recall, you know, a frog, being, placed upon a dissection tray in the classroom with the smell and the tools and all of that. Well, we're just removing that dead frog and replacing it with a dissectable silicone frog, which is kinder to real frogs.
Yes, considerably so. So this is like you wouldn't know the difference, or is it like a plastic thing, or it's like really like your frog?
Yeah, it's realistic. So the silicone is not really rubbery. It feels much more like skin.
Yes.
They're very lifelike. All the organs are situated in space in the body where you would find them in a real frog.
Yeah. Samantha, why do they even do that in school? I mean, I was too young to become a doctor or a surgeon at that point, and I don't think that would have sparked me one way or the other. Why do they even do that?
This is the question that keeps me up at night. I wish I knew. So, animal dissection is not in the curricula anymore. Yeah, it's not required for any of the higher level courses, not required for, the College Board, AP Biology, International Baccalaureate, none of that. None of the curriculum requires or even refers to animal dissection. So it does seem to be a teacher-led activity.
Yeah. I assume the teachers didn't love this either, as they're breathing in formaldehyde for the whole year. I mean, it's kind of weird too. All right. So teachers and students are for this, and certainly parents are. I think the general public is starting to become a little bit more wild animal friendly, thanks to PETA, by the way, that put circuses on notice and kind of they're by the wayside, and the performing bears when you're driving to a hotel or something. I mean, the treatment of animals. Congratulations to everybody involved for actually moving in that direction in a very bold, methodical way.
Thank you. Isn't it just a beautiful thing to know that so many animals are being spared from the dissection tray or from the plate or from, years of abuse in a circus? It's so powerful.
It really is. It's amazing. Dog racing, the whole bit. Now we have to go to Spain and we have to stop the bullfighting. But when they're gonna, at least once a year, the bulls chase the humans down the street. I guess that's something. Okay. Anyway, how does one, if this isn't taking place in their particular school, how do they make sure that it does? Where would they go? How do they go about this?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So listeners can learn more about PETA's work to end animal dissection at PETA.org/dissection. Teachers can sign up for this year's pilot program to get free non-animal anatomy resources. Oh. And that website is teachkind.org. Yes, teachers, definitely check us out, teachkind.org. And students can check out P.E.T.A.2.com for help on anything from navigating no vegan options in the cafeteria to opting out of animal dissection.
Yeah, I mean, yes, there you go. And you don't have to go through that in this, even if they still have it. You can say no, that's not within my belief system, right? You can still do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. There are hundreds of districts in the U.S. that have laws and policies that require teachers to provide an animal-free method if students request it.
Good.
So, yeah, students do have rights, so don't do it.
so don't. And that's part of your So Don't Do It tour, which has been very successful.
There you go.
Right. It's always a pleasure speaking to you, Samantha. And, of course, the PETA website, if people just want to get the whole picture.
Yeah, PETA.org/dissection. Check us out.
All right. Or just PETA.org for everything that they're involved in. And there you go. Hey, always a pleasure. Well, that'll do it for me today. You be careful out there. It's a scary world. It is. We don't need a holiday to scare ourselves to death. It happens in everyday life, especially now. Who needs this holiday? The kids do. The kids. It's all about the kids. And the adults. It's all about the kids and the adults. And the animals. It's about the kids and the adults and the animals. Some people dress their animals up in costumes. The animals don't want to be dressed up in costumes. What, are you kidding me? That's for you. It's not for the animal. Stop shaming other people so that you can feel better about yourself. Get some help. Get some therapy. Look at the number on the bottom of this screen and call them. Get some help today. Until then, I wish you peace. I just thought of a funny joke.